How do you choose your friends? Is it based off their prestige, their importance, their ability to make you laugh, someone who's truthful, or someone who feed your ego? Most times we tend to run away from people that are mature. Those people that challenge us to be more than who we are. We tend to run away from correction, those who can correct us in God, and we cling to those people who feed us lies. A friend, in my opinion, my definition will be a friend is somebody who has your best interests at heart. They don't tell you what you want to hear, they tell you what you need to hear. They're reliable, they're empathetic, they're honest, they're loyal, they're supportive, and they're not only there for you physically, but they're there for you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. They're there to meet a need. They have compassion. They're not perfect, but that's what a friend is to me. Now, on the contrary, a fake friend is truly a foe. A fake friend does not have your best interests at heart, but they tell you what you want to hear instead of what you need to hear. They're disrespectful, they're unreliable, they're liars, and they're con artists. What a fake friend do, a foe do, they support the lower you. You see what I'm saying? They support the lower version of yourself. So they are there physically, but when you're on your down and out, don't expect them to feed you any no godly wisdom. Instead, they're going to implement foolishness in you. Proverbs 27:6 says, "Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of the enemy are deceitful." A good example of this will be King Ahab and Elijah. King Ahab was initially a king of Israel who was to rule over Israel and serve the living God. Elijah was a prophet. But see, King Ahab, back to King Ahab, he, married a wicked wife by the name of Jezebel, and she made the decisions and he served her gods. So he was easily manipulated because he was a lustful, wicked, and weak king. Also, he surrounded himself by, false prophets because he was in love with their lies. And he ended up paying for it as well. So realize this, King Ahab, he wouldn't know a friend if a friend was in his face because sin distorted everything, including his mind. When you live a sinful life, you tend to have a poor sense of judgment. Now, back to Prophet Elijah, Prophet Elijah was God's gift to King Ahab, the friend that Ahab never knew or never had, because according to King Ahab, Elijah was the enemy because Elijah was trying to correct King Ahab. The prophet Elijah was calling King Ahab out of sin. Stop serving and worshiping other gods and deities. Stop creating wooden images. That's why most people tend to hate you because you're correcting their sinful behavior. And that's part of the reason why King Ahab did not like Elijah. I'm gonna paint a picture for you. You know, your parents, they have your best interests at heart. Most times when we're children, we don't understand until we grow up. Your parents saying, stay away from them, or that ain't your girlfriend, that ain't your boyfriend, that ain't your friend. Leave these fast girls alone, leave these guys alone. We consider them the enemy because if we feel like they're trying to take fun away from us. They feel like they're trying to, but really they protecting us. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, unfortunately, we have to experience this firsthand to realize, wow, my mom, my dad was right. They was trying to protect me. But had you not went through, you wouldn't know. So I think of it as a win-win. But your parents were not there to keep you away from nothing. Keep you away from fun. You know, they were keeping you away from heartbreak, regret, and disappointment. But a lot of times, sometimes experience have to teach us things. But I'm saying that to say this: choose your friends wisely. Choose those who's going to correct you when you're wrong, who's going to correct you in the word of God, who's going to be there for you, supportive, who shows empathy, who's not going to feed your ego, but they're going to tell you the things that you don't want to hear, but the things that you need to hear. Those are the things they're going to tell you. So again, choose your friends wisely. And don't follow me, follow Christ.